This is debate number 2. English means business. The international language, the lingua franca for doing business, should continue to be English. Pro or con? This is round 1. My name is Hillary Chiramelli and I'll be doing the pro side. When you're talking about English becoming the international language of business, I think there's really 4 key points that would be on the pro side. The first one would be just the number of people who speak English in the world. The second point would be the number of countries with the highest GDP that are native English speakers, and also the fact that English is the language of technology and it's the language of science. First off, according to Explore D, English today is the 3rd largest language by number of native speakers after Mandarin, Chinese, and Spanish. However, when combining native and non-native speakers, it is probably the most commonly spoken language in the world, though possibly second to a combination of the Chinese languages, depending on whether or not you're discussing languages as its own category or dialects within the Chinese language. My second point would be, in the Washington Post article from 2002, the World Bank listed the top 15 countries with the highest GDP, and 4 of those countries are native English speakers, including Australia at number 15, Canada at number 11, the UK at number 7, and the US at number 1. English is also the language of technology. As you browse the World Wide Web, you'll find that most websites are in English or have an English translation available. This shows how influential English is in the world of technology. Since many of the technology devices created across the globe are marketed heavily in America, and not just in America, but also to Australians, Canadians, British citizens, they're designed with English-speaking users in mind. You can see this in the design of the computer keyboard. Most standard keyboards contain the standard letters of the English language, which is further proof that English is the language of technology. Furthermore, English is the language of science. The Science Citation Index reports that over 95% of all its documents are English documents, even though a majority of them are written by non-native English speakers. The medical community also uses English as a unifying language, making it essential for doctors to learn if they wish to read reports in journals of the latest medical breakthroughs. I think, when you're talking about business, when 2 countries come together, there has to be a universal language so that they can speak and go about the business that they're there for. And I think, the fact that English is so prevalent, so many people speak it, and the fact that it's also, the language that's already developed within technology and already within science, I think that makes it the go-to language for most of these business transactions. And that's really what we're talking about. Thank you very much.